Union Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu, addressing the Parliament today, strongly defended the Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau's report also the handling of Air India 171 crash probe, calling the investigation unbiased and fact-based. Mr. Naidu said that it followed global ICAO norms and was insulated from speculative theories, especially those floating in Western media that hint at pilot error.
Crucially, Naidu announced that India decoded black box data domestically for the first time, a significant milestone. He confirmed the preliminary report is not the final word and a conclusive report with the root cause findings and safety recommendations would take up to a year, Vasudha.
That's right, Veera. This comes in the midst of sensitive findings, the fuel control switches that some people have suggested were manually turned off, leading to sudden engine shutdown seconds after takeoff. Yet there's no clarity on who did this, with both pilots denying responsibility in cockpit recordings. Meanwhile, no defects have been found in Boeing 787 fleet switches or systems. So the big question is what really happened and what kind of learnings do we get from this incident? We will be joined by a panel of experts. We have but first, let's take a look at what Ram Mohan Naidu said today.
And it was for the first time that as a country, India took a stand that the black box which was achieved, even if it was damaged, that the whole decoding process is going to happen in the country, and we have successfully done it in the country also. The AIB has been successful to have a decoding the entire data with correction measures. We have to look at the final report, sir. And I can say this to the House and through you to the people of this country also, that the AIB has a very definitive, thorough, rule-based process. They are very transparently looking into the process right now, and they are totally unbiased. This also I can say that the AIB is totally unbiased and looking into the facts. We want to stand by the truth. We want to find out what exactly happened, and that is only going to be coming out once the final report has been placed.
Well, Captain Ishan Khalid, the commercial pilot, joins us now. He's also a civil aviation expert. We also have Captain Saurabh Bhatnagar, former senior captain for Indigo. Thank you both of you for joining me on this broadcast. Captain Khalid, how do you look at the aviation minister's speech in the Parliament and the floor of the House today, defending not just pilots but also taking on Western media narratives?
It's a good thing. I congratulate the aviation minister for having taken on the Western media narrative. However, we as pilots in Indian aerospace feel that the AIB report, what came out, also gave birth to speculations and the various narratives on which the Western media is basing their story upon. A was that the flight switches transitioned from run to cutoff. Number two was a two-liner of the CVR talking. And number three was there was nothing found wrong with the aircraft or the engine. So if you put these three things, there is not much left for the Western media to say that it is their story. It is very much, the ground rules are laid in the preliminary report. There was no requirement to say that there was nothing wrong found in the whole thing, because we went on to check the fuel switches position, and there, even if that was mentioned, there was an option for it. Now, coming back to this, the theory of the Western media that's going on is based upon the fact that the electrical switch was physically moved, and that is the only way the engine can cut off. While the fact is that those switches are electrical switches, they have discrete data, 1-bit data, cutoff is 0 and run is 1. And if there is an electrical signal that has malfunctioned, it will go ahead and switch off the engine. Now, that is something which was ruled out by the AIB by saying there is nothing found to be wrong with the aircraft. Okay, if they would not have said that, there was no compulsion of saying this. If they would not have said that, then all this theory would have been baseless, that, you know, the pilot did this, pilot did that, or else we should have had the full information. And the second thing is that, you know, it's right to say that we should not come to any kind of a conclusion, or we should not speculate.
Let me just get Captain Saurabh Bhatnagar as well in. Captain Bhatnagar, you heard what Captain Ishan was saying. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I agree with Captain Khalid, but I have been saying all along, right from the beginning, this preliminary report throws more questions than answers. A lot of loopholes people have found out. Nobody is seeing that from 08084 to where all the everything is till that time everything was fine. Thereafter, it says the rat started supplying power to the hydraulic pump in 5 seconds. It cannot happen. Rat itself takes 3 to 4 seconds to get deployed, and it takes 2 to 3 seconds to for to open and supply the pump. So that means even if rat comes out after 0842, 0800842 and 43, because 1 second it says switches both switched off. That means at 080843 the rat in 4 seconds rat is supplying power also. How this is possible? That means the rat must have been
Sorry
deployed
to cut
before
you
it.
short, Captain Patnagar, completely out of time there, and this is an evolving subject, and the final report is also expected in the after 6 months. So we are going to continue debating this. Thank you both of you for joining us on this broadcast.